Have you always wanted to go to St. Lucia? Have you thought about perhaps eloping or doing a vow renewal in this incredibly unique romantic destination? That's what we are talking about today on Vacations Live. We are going in depth on 5 really unique ways you can tie the knot in St. Lucia, whether that's for an elopement or a vow renewal. Some great ideas on one of the most beautiful places on earth, how you can say I do. Join us today on Vacations Live. Hello travelers, I am Mandy Horn, the Traveling Compass, and I'm here with you today to talk about one of my absolute favorite island destinations, St. Lucia. Now, I am a travel agent. I travel all over the world. I help clients travel all over the world so they finally get to do those things that they've always said they've wanted to do. But St. Lucia is special. I'll tell you a secret because I'm a St. Lucia specialist and I'm pretty hard to impress. I'm not gonna lie. I've been a lot of places, I've seen a lot of palm trees, been on a lot of beaches, but there's something really, truly unique about St. Lucia. They say that romance floats in the air there, and it really, truly does. It's just an amazingly beautiful location, great beaches, friendly people, wonderful nature to explore, and because of that, it's one of the most popular islands for honeymoons and elopements or vow renewals. And this year, we're seeing an increased interest in Caribbean locations for elopements or vow renewals because it's been a little bit harder to do those bigger ceremonies this year. So we are talking today about 5 super unique ways that you can tie the knot in St. Lucia. And I pulled together some of my favorite photos of these places, and we're going to just talk about all of the incredible ways that you can do this because they're really truly beautiful. Like, sometimes if we had to do it over again, what would we do, right? Maybe you just want to dream with me today. But if you're joining us today and you have always wanted to go to St. Lucia, I hear that from my clients a lot. Go ahead and leave me in the comments why you've always wanted to go there. Like, what about it has just always excited you? I want to know. Give us a like or a love if you are enjoying this. So if you have ever wanted to go to St. Lucia, let us know. Even if you're on the replay, we love to see what it is that you like about these destinations. So first way we are going to talk about that you can elope or do a vow renewal in St. Lucia is, let me pull up a photo for you guys here. Just absolutely beautiful. Okay. All right. What if you got married like here? Do you see? I'll put my head down so you can see it. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely beautiful. What you see there are the pitons in the background. There are the pitons, as they are called there. And they are the 2 towering icons of St. Lucia. Super popular. You absolutely have to see them while you are there. But one of the really unique ways to tie the knot is right in front of them from the Caribbean Sea on a catamaran. And to do this, we absolutely love, there is a really special resort, actually not far from the airport, which is unusual in St. Lucia. Normally, it's a pretty far trek to get to a resort, between 45 minutes and an hour-ish, depending on how things are, just because of where the airport is located on the island. But actually, about 5 minutes away, one of the few resorts, 5 minutes away from the airport, is Serenity at Coconut Bay. Adult-only, beautiful villas, and they have a very special package that is called the Sapphire Package. And this package is a half-day catamaran. It includes a cake, it includes boat near it includes all of those things that you need for your ceremony, right? And you go out for this half-day cruise, and you have hors d'oeuvres on the boat. It's just this really lovely experience, and the pitons are your witnesses, and you have your ceremony right there next to them on the ocean. I'm not sure if there's a more classic location in St. Lucia to be able to tie the knot, but it really is a lovely package, and you come back to your own, little villa. All the villas at Serenity have a plunge pool, so it's really just an amazing way, especially if you're looking for, a quick way. Sometimes we're having people decide last minute, like, look, we want to elope. How do we do that? We're tired of trying to plan this big wedding. Serenity's a great place because you don't have to go far. The flights are not that far from the U.S., and it's not even far from the airport in St. Lucia, right? And that can be your picture background, the pitons. So absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful, beautiful way to get married. So we love this option as one of the unique ways to get married in St. Lucia. Now, next up, I'm going to be pulling up one of my favorite resorts in St. Lucia. What if the background for your ceremony looked like this? Isn't that gorgeous? Now this, different than seeing the pitons from the sea, these are the pitons from above. Right behind is a mountain range. The middle of St. Lucia is all mountain ranges. And this is from the beautiful Ladera Resort. This is from one of their villas. This is the view, and you can get married in your own villa at Ladera with this as your background. Like, is that not gorgeous? Looking out to the sea. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Absolutely gorgeous and very St. Lucian. I love that about Ladera. Sometimes people are like, I want something that truly feels like the destination. And Ladera is that. It's luxurious, but it's very St. Lucian. Like, you definitely feel it while you're walking around. They make like local furniture and everything on site from this beautiful natural wood. Everything is made of it. And it's very, it's almost like a luxury treehouse because they have what they call the three-walled concept, which is one of the walls on your room is missing, right? It's like almost like this huge open luxury treehouse, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And so when you're in your villa, you can have here's you're sitting, you can seat here outside. This would be another kind of view from a villa that you would have as the backdrop for your wedding. Or I'll bring up another one. This is that three-walled concept where like the whole room is open to the outside. So just really, really, really beautiful. The views are gorgeous. This is this is their photo from Ladera of like what a classic background would be for taking your wedding photos in your own personal villa. So just a really beautiful option if you love to be up sky high. They have a fabulous restaurant on site. Not to be missed, but it's also very relaxed. It's not stuffy. So if you, I hesitate to use the word hippie, but because it's very natural, very laid back, but still just gorgeous. And so if that's you, and that's the kind of a resort experience you want to have, and what you want your wedding to feel like, just this relaxed, natural, beautiful, surrounded by paradise, very much the nature being brought in. Ladera is a fabulous place to do it, and they even have some included wedding packages, depending on if you're in one of their suites and for how long. So it can be a really easy experience and kind of seamless, and just a beautiful way to enjoy that south side of the island. There's so many things close by Ladera. You can walk to a chocolate hotel, make your own chocolate bar, beautiful hikes from that location, as well as going down to see some beautiful beaches right there on the coast. It's fabulous. The famous mud baths are not far away. All kinds of wonderful things at Ladera. So that is a really unique way to get married. Islands don't always have that, right? And so the ability to have that sky-high villa is something, and I want to bring up for you a gorgeous video. Let me find it here. Sorry, guys. Thanks for your patience. Here we go. Ready? Here is what one of their villas looks like. Location, like big fan of Ladera, and so a really, really, really great option for having that kind of sky high wedding. So the next up on places that I like, very unique to St. Lucia, if you'd like to get married there, is out on, I'll come over here. Okay, so it is out on the middle of the Caribbean Ocean, a private deck on this beautiful rock. Like, how gorgeous is that, right? So this is called Rock Maison, and it is part of the Cape Maison property. And Cape Maison is like this European feeling, almost Italian, but not quite. Like, it's very Mediterranean, and it just is these gorgeous luxury villas up on the north side of the island, and they have that beautiful Cape Maison Rock Maison out there. And I want to bring up a photo for you of what it looks like, because it really, truly is just absolutely beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, so that is what this rock looks like, and it's just these crashing waves, and you can have your ceremony out there. So very unique, and on top of it, one of the very unique things they do as well is they can actually zip line champagne down to you on the rock for your toast. Like, you can also eat there for just a dinner, but what a beautiful place to have such a unique ceremony idea, like, and a champagne zip line. Who does that? I mean, amazing. So very unique, really, really lovely. And you can also get married in one of their villas there. If you're staying in one of their villas, then they can perform a ceremony there. And they do have several packages, on-site wedding coordinator. Some of them, depending on the room type, they do have an included package. So again, a great place if you're just looking for an easy, beautiful way. It's just so unique. I would definitely look at Cape Maison if you are a fan of that out in the ocean deck, like just absolutely beautiful and so private. I hear from brides all the time, like, we want something really intimate or we want something private, especially for an elopement. Literally, it's you surrounded by those beautiful crashing waves. Like, what could be more intimate than that, right? So just an absolutely fabulous idea. And then next up, we're looking at one of my other favorite resorts in St. Lucia, Marigot Bay. So let me bring this up here. So this is actually an aerial shot, and right down here below, that is actually the resort I'm talking about, which is the Marigot Bay Marigot Bay Resort and Spa. There's another one with a very similar name. That's not the one I'm talking about. This one is a luxury resort right on beautiful Marigot Bay, which is very famous. Like, it's actually in a lot of photos, and you can see from the boats that are up there, it's where a lot of yachts come to anchor. And so the little beach is kind of midway up the photo there, and it's just this secluded, beautiful, beautiful little bay. I absolutely loved it. It was so charming. It just took me. Like, there's a marina, and from the resort, you can walk down to the marina. You can, there's a little ferry that goes to the other side of the little bay, and there's lots of little local restaurants. It's one of the few places in St. Lucia you actually really don't need to go anywhere, honestly. Like, if you are someone who likes to eat and experience different local restaurants. Some people are like, I want to get off the resort. I want to go see some things and feel like I can be a little bit a part of local culture. Marigot Bay is a wonderful place for that because it's so incredibly easy. You don't have to take transportation, which can be a little bit pricey in St. Lucia. And you really can just take this ferry across and go and experience these restaurants and hang out. And it's just really lovely at sunset. But this resort in particular, why I like it is because it's there with all of those boats for wedding photos. This particular resort has tons of terraces that stack up against these beautiful ships and this beautiful little bay, and it makes for a very unique wedding spot. And so I'll bring up a couple photos here. Like, these are some. Here's one of the terraces, and you can see, like, it has just these really lovely views that would make for great photos. This resort, if you do have a few people joining you, or if you have children, this is a really great resort. If you're maybe you're doing a blended family kind of thing and you want them to be part of a very small ceremony, like this, or even a bigger ceremony, if you're thinking kind of a small wedding group, this is a great resort for that. It's a very intimate resort, so you can really feel like you're with everyone, but they have some great room types with full kitchens, washer and dryer, multiple bedrooms. So it really does provide a way for you to, like, all be together or have all the amenities you need, but still have that level of luxury and these beautiful photos. Bring up another photo here. This is another shot from one of the other terraces. Again, just these lovely views. You get paradise, you get the boats. It's just very unique. And really, it's almost like Tahiti meets Bali. Like, it's just, it's really, really, really beautiful. And like I said, I'll bring up a photo here of, here's one of the little local restaurants that's just across the bay, Doolittle's. We had such a great time there, and you can just really enjoy the sunset, enjoy seeing the locals come in to eat. We had actually talked, we got the suggestion from a local. We were talking with someone during our travels, and they said, oh, you gotta go eat at Doolittle's, and we had an absolute blast. We were so thankful for the recommendation, and we really enjoyed it. But it's just a unique spot for a wedding, something different, and just really, just a lovely place. And I do want to bring up, they do have some really unique things, like they have a tree house. So you can have your ceremony, right? They do, of course, arrange boats if you would like to go to sea to be married, or like to go down to the south side to see the Pitons and get married down there. They can arrange all of that. They can arrange private beach hopping by boat. So all kinds of things. Their staff is wonderful, but they also have a tree house. And so you can do a really special after dinner there. And it's so unique and really just a lovely way to experience St. Lucia and memories that you will have forever. Now, after that, I want to bring up, let me pull up this photo here. I did forget. Sorry. Chocolate. They have a wonderful chocolate course at Marigot Bay. highly recommend. St. Lucia grows their own chocolate, and so they have some wonderful chocolate things, so make sure you check this out. Don't miss it. Next up for unique ways to get married. Now this is, like I said a lot of brides ask me for privacy. They want very intimate locations and a lot of privacy. I love Calabash Cove for this, and let me bring this up. They have their own private little pier, and you can see how beautiful this is at sunset. There's like nobody else around, and this is a boutique small resort, so you really can. This is one of my personal photos here up their upper restaurant. It's small, it's intimate, and you really feel like you are just with, you know, the people there. Like, they arrange everything for you to your taste, no packages, just very much custom to you, and it really is this, you know, intimate resort, like I said, with the private pier. But I'm going to show you a video here that I took of their beach, which is gorgeous. Let me pull that up. Now, because, like I said, there's not a lot, it's not a very big resort, this little crescent coved beach is perfect for weddings or elopements or vow renewals that want privacy, because there's not that many people at the resort anyways. It's a small boutique resort. But on top of it, it's separated from other places on the island, so you really get that private pier, you really get that private moment on the beach. And it just, for those that are looking for that, I love this resort. And they have fantastic food. It is run by someone from Austria, at Conrad, and he's delightful, and the food is phenomenal. Oops, sorry, wrong photo. I'm bringing up the food here. Look at that. That was my lunch one day. Oh, it was so good. And you're up in that beautiful restaurant. It is one of the best views on the island. So after your beautiful ceremony, you can head up there, up in here. Look at that. And it was a little cloudy when I took this picture, because we had a brief storm and then it passed, but then it was bright blue skies. It's one of the best views on the island. You're looking down on the north side of the island. Beautiful Caribbean waters you can see, you know, for miles, and wonderful, wonderful food. Absolutely wonderful. So this is a great option if you're looking for that private little beach, if you're looking for that private little pier. I love Calabash Cove, very relaxed and just an absolutely wonderful location. Then last up for a unique way to get married would be from your own bungalow. Now, this is not an over-the-water bungalow, but this location does have them. This is a different bungalow style. If you don't want to have the overwater bungalow for your brim type, you can't. They do have another bungalow, and this is at the Sandals Grande St. Lucian. So the Sandals Grande does have overwater bungalows. And for those who don't want to fly to Tahiti or to Fiji to get them, they are in a couple locations in the Caribbean, and Sandals has them at St. Lucia at this location at the Grande. So you can get one of the overwater bungalows there and be married on the terrace there if you're just being eloping in that particular location. Or like I just showed you, they do have the beautiful like bungalow type, you know, facility on the ocean. Also one of their ceremony locations. Beautiful if you want that gorgeous background of Rodney Bay. This is such a great resort for water sports. I got to go out on a hobbycat out on the bay a couple days while we were there, and it's really just beautiful water for sailing, paddle boarding, all of that. It's just a great place to go and experience. They do also have a gorgeous beach on that particular, one of the prettiest beaches on the island is here at the Grande. And so this is a beautiful location to do a beach ceremony. Sandals is very experienced in coordinating weddings. They have lots of packages, including a free one that is depending on the amount of nights you're staying and different things. So, you know, if you're looking for something that's incredibly easy, Sandals is definitely a great way to go, because they make it a seamless experience. And they do have 2 other resorts on the island that you can resort hop to if you're staying at the Grande. Or they do have lots of other locations, you know, if you're looking for different things for getting married at their other properties as well. So I want to bring up some photos I took, or a video I guess I took of their of their beach, because it really is just beautiful. Here you go. I tell you what, that place is magical at sunset. It's just beautiful. And if you saw in that video, there were the overwater bungalows off to the side, and so that is your view. If you are in one of those bungalows, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Rodney Bay is a beautiful, beautiful location. So very unique, a wonderful place to look at doing an elopement or a vow renewal at Sandals. So and I forgot, I'll just bring up this too. This was one other sunset photo, and you can see a couple there on the beach having a very romantic dinner. Also a possibility there. So just some fun things you can work in to make your celebration really special. So I hope that you enjoyed these 5 amazing ways to elope or do a vow renewal in St. Lucia. I help coordinate these kinds of trips. If you are interested in working with me, you can always reach me at go@thetravelingcompass.com. Again, I am Mandy, and don't forget to check out our resources in the description. You will find that we have an FAQ blog, we have 10 things you should know before St. Lucia. I am a specialist, so I have lots of resources on this, including, don't forget to grab my free download, which is an ultimate St. Lucia guide that I have written. Absolutely wonderful. You can find all those links in the description. Make sure you subscribe and follow so that you can get all of our wonderful tips and tricks for future travel. You'll also find a link in the description to get our weekly newsletter that gives all of our content exclusive access. I send out all kinds of freebies so that are really wonderful resources. So make sure that you subscribe so that you'll get those. Thanks for joining us today, friends. I hope that until I see you next time, make sure that you are traveling smart.